This week, the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series pulls the trigger at Dodge City. The World of Outlaws Late Model Series sizzles at Tazewell Speedway. Only a super effort could stop the Doctor in the Super Dirt Car Series. And the Dirt Car Summer Nationals Hell Tour provides 6 different winners in 6 races. This and more next on 4 Wide Weekly. This week we'll kick things off with night number 1 of the Boot Hill Showdown for the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series at Dodge City Raceway Park in Dodge City, Kansas. Jason Myers and Slammin' Sammy Swindell would lead the field down to green, with Jason Myers in the DD&I car number 14 getting the early race advantage. Lap number 4, however, Sammy was on the move in the Big Game Tree Stands car number 1, pulls to the inside in corner number 3, and makes the pass out of turn number 4 to take the race lead. Slightly further back in the field, Craig Delansky was starting to apply pressure to runner-up Myers. As Donnie Schatz goes up in a ball of flames out of turn number 2, he would finish in 20th position. A scary accident after the restart as Jason Martin makes contact with Kerry Madsen and piles into the outside 4th turn wall. Jason was okay, but a red flag was put on the speedway. Later on in the race, Craig Delansky makes the move on Jason Myers to pull him to second. Then on lap number 28, slingshots to the inside of the speedway to pass teammate Sammy Swindell for the race lead out of turn number 4. Delansky would go on to lead the final 2 laps in the number 7 machine, picking up his 5th win of the World of Outlaws season. Swindell would hang on for a runner-up finish on the night ahead of Jason Myers in position number 3, Sides in 4th, and Joey Saldana the top 5. Delansky talks about his pass on Sammy Swindell.
Yeah, I mean, he took off. We got up out of the corner decent, and he kind of went to the middle there and 1 and 2, and I went to the top and got a run on him coming out of 2, and was able to slide him going into 3. So, Sammy's been running strong. We've been running strong. It's always a great team effort when you win, and these guys, again, DJ, Luke, and Troy are doing a good job and working hard, and obviously both these Big Game Tree Stand teams are strong and doing a great job, and to come home 1 and 2, something we're very proud of.
Night number 2 of the Boot Hill Showdown at Dodge City Raceway on Saturday night, and again it was Jason Myers starting from the pole position, this time next to Jason Sides in the 7S. Sides was on a mission in the first half of the race and pulls to the inside of Myers here on lap number 14 to take the race lead in lap traffic. Sides would then show the way right up to the white flag when Myers tried to give Sides a taste of his own medicine in traffic to the inside out of corner number 2. But Jason was too strong down the back straightaway into corner number 3 as he would race to the checkered flag for his 4th win of the World of Outlaws season here in 2011. Myers would hang on for the runner-up spot ahead of Swindell, Delansky, and a great run for Ben Gregg in 5th. Kyle Luters caught up with your race winner, Jason Sides.
It was a great race. We had a lot of lap traffic. You could run the top and the bottom, and it's just one of those things where we come here and we've had some decent runs and some not so good runs. Just to come out of here, a top 5 last night and win tonight. We can't have a better weekend than that.
Donnie Schatz continues to lead the series standings over Joey Saldana, but the top 6 in points has certainly closed as Schatz, Saldana, Myers, Kinzer, Sides, and Delansky are all within 69 points of each other. The Outlaws next in action Friday, July 8th at Cedar Lake Speedway in New Richmond, Wisconsin, and then again the next night, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin at the Beaver Dam Raceway. We'll be back with more next, right here on 4 Wide Weekly.
You wanted the best. They're coming for a breast. It's the World of Outlaws. Witness the King Steve Kinzer, new champ Jason Myers, the Bullet Joey Saldana, Red Hot Donnie Schatz, and all of sprint car racing superstars. Don't miss your chance to experience the greatest show on dirt.
There is no event bigger, harder, or longer than the Ironman 55. The Outlaws Ultimate Test. 55 laps crowning sprint car racing's Ironman. Money-saving advance tickets are on sale now at worldofoutlaws.com. The Ironman 55. One night only. Saturday, August 6th. I-55 Raceway. Evely. Welcome back to this week's edition of 4 Wide Weekly. The World of Outlaws Late Model Series was in action on Sunday night at Tazewell Speedway in Tazewell, Tennessee for the Outlaws Sizzler 101. Eric Jacobson and Chris Smokey Madden would bring the field to green and it was Madden from the outside of row number 1 and car number 44 taking the race lead. Down the front straightaway later on in the event, Madden makes contact with a lap car. That allows Jacobsen to take the lead on the outside. However, a caution would come onto the speedway before the lap could be completed, putting Madden back out in front in the 44 on the restart. Madden certainly proved to be the car to beat, but Jacobsen would not give up in the 5 machine. Here with 3 laps to go, Ron Davies in the 71 spins right in front of your leader. Somehow Madden manages to make his way by. Jacobsen had to slide to the bottom. Well, on the restart with 2 to go, Eric said, "I'll give it one more try" to the outside in corner number 1. Madden, though, slams that door shut. Davenport follows through for the runner-up spot as Chris Smokey Madden goes on to a $20,000 payday with the Outlaw Sizzler 101 victory. Davenport finished second ahead of Jacobsen, Rick Eckert, and Tim McCready. In the Outlaw standings, Eckert continues to hold the series lead over Josh Richards. Tim McCready now moves into position number 3. The late models next in action July 12th at Independence Motor Speedway.
Race fans, the hour of big block power is upon us. Before they go fast and start to power slide, we salute you with the big blocks 4 wide.
Well, you know you're in big block country when you hear that voice, the one and only Shane Andrews in the Super Dirt Car Series Big Blocks. Back at Rolling Wheels, this time for the Stars and Stripes 100 on 4th of July. And once again, no surprise to see that number 91 up there on the pole position, Billy Decker. He has dominated the early season here in the Super Dirt Series, but while Decker was out in front, Matt Shepard was working his way through traffic here, threading the needle between Ryan Phelps and AJ Slideway's Alan Johnson. Shepard was in traffic, Decker was in traffic as well, but at the front of the field here, putting a lap on the 20 of Brett Hearn. Decker out in front, running away with the event until a caution on lap number 48 for Timmy McCready as he came to a stop on the back straightaway. On the restart on lap number 55, Decker chose to restart on the bottom side of the speedway, opening up the outside lane for Super Matt Shepard. And he looked super strong from the outside of corner number 2, taking the race lead down the back straightaway. Decker, he began to fade as the laps wore on, as here the Dr. Danny Johnson makes an inside move off of turn 2 to take the runner-up spot. Johnson, the fastest car on the speedway, as they come down to pick up the checkered flag here out of corner number 4, gives it one last ditch effort on the inside, but Shepard holds him off at the line. 74 1/1000ths of a second at the finish. Shepard gets the win over Johnson, Decker, Alan Johnson, and Timmy McCready. Shane Andrews caught up with your winner.
We've won a lot of races on the series the last few years, and it seems like we've been close. We've been right in the hunt, but we haven't been able to get there till tonight, and it was even close tonight. You know, Danny was good at the end of the race. You know, I had a pretty good line, but it just seemed like when we got in lap traffic, it was a little tougher to see your marks, and it was a fine line out there, but hey, you know, I'll take them anyway and get them.
The Super Dirt Car Series was also in action Sunday night at Cornwall Motor Speedway, and once again the Doctor was in the house, and this time nobody sent him back to the office. Danny Johnson gets his first Super Dirt Series win of the season ahead of Danny O'Brien and Matt Shepard. Series point leader Billy Decker came home in 4th ahead of Jimmy Phelps in the top 5. Decker now with just a 30-point lead on Shepard in 2nd. Danny Johnson moves to 3rd ahead of Brett Hearn and Jimmy Phelps. The series next in action at Autodrome Drummond Monday, July 18th in Quebec, followed by Autodrome Granby the following evening. We'll be back with more next, right here on 4 Wide Weekly.
Too big to miss. Too unbelievable. 2 times the action. 2 World of Outlaws features on the same track. Same night. It's the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup at Lernerville Speedway. Tuesday, July 19th. 2 times the racing. 2 times the excitement. 2 World of Outlaws feature events. Get your advance tickets now and receive a free fan pit pass at Lernerville.com. It's the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup at Lernerville Speedway. The World of Outlaws. Not once, but twice.
Welcome back to this week's edition of 4 Wide Weekly. Sunday night, round number 12 of the Dirt Car Summer Nationals Hell Tour, coming to you from Lincoln Speedway in Lincoln, Illinois. Young Hot Shoes, Bobby Pierce, and Brandon Shepard would start the event from row number 1, and it was Pierce from the inside in car number 32 racing out into the early lead. But eventually, 18-year-old Shepard would find the bottom side of the speedway, coming out of corner number 2 to take the race lead, looking for his first career Summer Nationals win. Shepard would stay in command right up until the last lap of the race when Hell Tour point leader Shannon Babb in car number 18 made one last-ditch effort at the race leader, but it wasn't meant to be. Shepard goes on to his first Hell Tour victory in the B5. Just 18 years old, he's been following the Tour since 2009. Babb held on for second ahead of Jack Sullivan, Matt Miller, and Jeet Van Wormer. The very next night, 4th of July, the Hell Tour moved on to 34 Raceway in Burlington, Iowa. And it was the Muscatine madman Brian Burkhofer in the 15B. He would bring the field down to the green flag with Chris Simpson to his outside in car number 32. This race was all Burkhofer's. He ran out in front for the entire event. Jack Sullivan, though, he started marching his way through the field here, makes a low side move on Simpson out of corner number 2. Dennis Erb, the one-man band, would eventually make the same move to the low side out of corner number 4, moving up into position number 3. But like we said, the Muscatine Madman dominated this event at 34 Raceway, picking up his first Hell Tour win of 2011. Sullivan came home in second ahead of Erb in third, Jeet Van Wormer in fourth, and Jason Fager rounding out the top 5. Shannon Babb continues his stranglehold on the Hell Tour standings over Scott James and Fager. The Summer Nationals next in action tonight at Peoria Speedway in Peoria, Illinois, then again tomorrow night at Macon Speedway in Macon, Illinois. Taking a look at this week's 4Wide.TV Power Rankings through the 4th of July, and at the top of the heap, your Dodge City Raceway Park winners Jason Sides and Craig Delansky show the way. Rick Eckert currently sits in third ahead of the Doctor, Danny Johnson in fourth, and Matt Shepard in the top 5. UMP Modified standout Mike Harrison works his way up into position number 6 as he is currently dominating the Summit Equipment Modified Nationals that is being run in tandem with the Hell Tour. Be sure to tune in to next week's edition of 4Wide Weekly as the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series moves east with events at Cedar Lake Speedway and Beaver Dam Raceway, while the Dirt Car Summer Nationals Hell Tour moves into the home stretch.